Hey everybody, thanks for coming to check out today's video. I was at work the other day talking to a buddy about how excited he was that the weather's finally getting nice, so he's going to be able to go out and play some golf. And I told him, never really been my thing, because I'm so tall, getting custom clubs my size probably cost an arm and a leg, and honestly, I'm not much of a ball golfer. I much prefer throwing frisbees, but that's just me. So instead of trying out ball golf and paying to get a club that's my size, I decided I'm just going to make one because that's kind of what I do. So I'm going to make a scrap metal golf club today. Let me show you how I did it.
To start this project out, I cut a length of 40 inches of half-inch chain, and to try to keep the shaft of the golf club as straight as I could, I grabbed a random piece of pipe, welded it to my table so I can hang the chain off, and obviously to give it a little bit resistance to the pull of all of the tacking, I also hung a rotor off of it. I am going through and tacking 3 of the 4 sides, well, because I didn't want to be in front of the camera blocking your view of what I'm doing. So to counteract the distortion of the metal as I'm tacking it, because obviously if I leave one off, it's going to slightly pull, but I'm going to start by welding that link first. When I start welding it, and I have it all tacked up now, so gotta get some safety equipment on. Oh, see, I put my sleeves on. Yes, I'm still wearing shorts and I still don't care. I don't recommend it, but that's what I'm gonna do. So after I spun the chain around to the location where the link wasn't tacked previously, I am starting with that link all the way down as I weld the chain solid. Hopefully it comes out pretty straight, but I'll be able to tell you in a couple minutes here. Now that I'm done welding the chain, I am going to wait for it to cool off because, of course, I don't learn my lesson and I grabbed it right after I finished. But we're going to move on to making the handle. I am using a I'm using half a link, and then I am using half-inch round stock for the actual handle that I'm using. I think it was 10 and a half inches long. I don't really remember. But I am using that half link to join the round stock handle to the rest of the chain. I didn't like the idea of just putting the round stock straight onto the last link because it didn't give me a ton of surface area for welding it, and I want to make sure that this thing is sturdy because it ain't gonna be light, so I want to make sure that if I hit something, I don't snap the weld off and all of a sudden 3/4 of the golf clubs go flying somewhere. So I wanted to use that half link, make sure I got a good amount of surface so I can make sure the weld is strong and hopefully won't break later. But since this thing is roughly the temperature of the sun, I'm going to put it to the side and we are going to move on to making the head of this club. So the obvious beard panda head that I am going to be using as the face of my club, it's 7 by 4 inches. I'm using a couple timing gears and a head off of a rather large bolt that I had laying around from a prior project, and then I also grabbed a chunk of bolt that I welded into the center of this because I thought it was a good idea to add more weight, but upon further talking to people about how golf clubs are actually made, it probably should have been hollow, but that doesn't seem like a massive overdoing of the situation, and that's not really my speed, so let's make this thing ridiculous and just see what happens at the end. So I'm going to finish this welding on the actual head, and then I will move on to putting the shaft of the golf club on the head. Now the part that I was most concerned about is putting the actual shaft onto the head, because I'm not a major golf club manufacturer who has all the research stats and data to tell me what angle it should be at. I'm just some random guy in his garage trying to make something for fun, so I eyeballed it. Hopefully it'll come out all right. I did, hold it, put it on the ground, give it a few tests, swings and whatnot, and I'm fairly certain it should at least hit something. So I'm gonna finish up welding this on, and then I will clean it all up, get it painted, and we'll do final steps, which is putting on the grip. I actually stole this grip off of a golf club that I already owned because I don't use it. So I took it off, popped it on here, and it actually fits pretty good. Hopefully it doesn't slowly slide off and I lose my grip on it, but now that this thing is all done, the only thing left to do is to test it out. So let's go out to the field and see what this thing does.
All right, finally got out, testing out the golf club, and unfortunately it's super windy today, and hopefully the audio doesn't suck, but we'll see what happens. And I don't even know if this thing's gonna work, so the only thing to do is try it out.
So the audio is especially bad here, but look how bad I hit this. 20 feet, maybe? Kinda sad.
Oh, that's amazing. This thing's heavy and I love it. Well, it wasn't terrible. I'm gonna keep trying though. I do need to remind everyone, I am not a ball golfer. I throw frisbees. This is not my thing, but it is pretty fun. So. Oh.
Just like what you're currently doing is more of a baseball golf because you're rotating your hips
Okay.
instead of just transferring your weight.
Oh, okay. I'll try different. I don't know what I'm doing.
But it's not so much a twist as it is transferring from one leg to the other of your weight. Yeah, because as you go back,
Oh, I'm teeing off on it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm teeing off. Okay. Huh. So it's more of a.
yep.
Oh. See, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh. The first one.
Wait, hold up the club. Is the chain bent?
Yeah. Yeah, I bent it. Yeah. That's fair. Where'd that chunk go? I'll replace my divot. All right. Upon further inspection of the actual damage, I think it's out of commission, but I'm going to leave it like this because now I have a fun story. See you next time.